Okay, well, the two pieces have been glued together, and after the glue's set, I took it out to my garage and I sanded all the edges so they're nice and even, except for this edge and this edge. That edge will be done after it's folded over and stitched, and then, or, well, we'll see how the glue holds. If the glue holds well, then I can go ahead and sand that edge. But after that, after I sand all the edges, I marked where the stitch line goes, and I'm punching the stitch line with my little chisel-y punch thingies. Since this is lined, it needs to have a full perimeter stitch put all the way around the holster, like I did on this one. So, I'm punching the holes, starting at those holes I marked earlier. And there's one in this corner. And one over here. Now what I'm going to do is take my 4-holer, my 4-pronger, and connect the dots with it. I'm just going to lay it on top of the leather, give it a tap. And what that'll do, it'll show me the spacing of my stitch holes. I can make sure that they come out even. And again, okay, that's just a little bit short. Like I did with the border stamping, I put one stamp in one corner, one stamp in another corner, and connected them together. And if I had to fudge any spacing, I did it in the middle. That's the same thing I'm going to do down here. I'm going to have one hole in one corner and another hole in another corner, and I'm going to kind of fudge my spacing a little bit as I go along. This came up just a little bit short, so I know that I'm going to have to shorten my spacing just a little bit to get it to come out even. And after I get all these holes punched, then it's time to bevel these edges, not this edge, not this edge, but all these edges, and bevel across the bottom. And then re-dye all the edges and do the edge burnishing on this, around here, and around there. This edge will get burnished after it's all put together. And let me get to work on that. Alright, that's got all the stitch holes punched. Now it's time to use my edge beveler. I already started on this side, just beveling those edges over. And well, there's one that needs a little bit more. And now it's time to do the other side. Basically, what an edge beveler does is it cuts a bit of leather off of the edge and bevels it. Then, that's how you get that nice edge and those edges like right there. And once you get dye on that and get them all burnished over, they look really nice. Gives it a really nice finished look. Now again, I'm not going to worry about beveling this yet, or this side, because that's all going to get done later. And besides, I want this edge square to make sure I have a square edge to measure off of, or to eyeball off of anyway, when I put my stitch holes there. But every place else that's not that edge can go ahead and get beveled. Sounds like my beveler can use some sharpening. So anyway, after I get all these edges beveled, Then I'm going to touch them up with black dye and leave that alone for a little while and let that dry, and then burnish all of them. And then we can get all this stitched up, cut the slot for the hold down strap, get the hold down strap finished, and then we can finally fold this thing over with this piece, the welt. Almost forgot what it's called. The welt in place. And go ahead and finish that up. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish beveling these edges and get that die touched up and go on from there. See you later.